Let's solve the following applied problem. One morning, GM stock was 64 7/8. That day it rose in value 3/8 of a dollar, and on the second day it lost 3/4 of a dollar. What was the value of the stock after the second day? To find the value of the stock after the second day, we'll start with its initial value of 64 7/8. To this, since it rose in value 3/8 of a dollar, this would mean that we're adding 3/8 to this total. And on the second day it lost 3/4 would mean that we're losing or subtracting 3/4 of a dollar from that total. So to find this answer now, let's add 64 7/8 plus 3/8 and then take that result and subtract 3/4. To find 64 7/8 plus 3/8, we'll do this in a vertical format. So we'd have 64 7/8 added to 3/8. To add these fractions together, we need common denominators, and we do since both denominators are 8. So we can add the fractions together. So adding our fractions 7/8 and 3/8, we arrive at 10/8. So we get 64 and 10/8. But 10/8 is an improper fraction, so we'll write this as 64 plus 10/8 as a proper fraction, a mixed number. 8 goes into 10 one time, with a remainder of 2/8 left over. So this really would be 65 and 2/8. But the fraction 2/8 can be reduced by a factor of 2. 2 divides into 2 once and into 8 4 times. So we're left with 65 and 1/4. This is how much the stock is worth after the first day. So now we would have 65 and 1/4 minus 3/4. So to subtract 65 and 1/4 minus 3/4, we'll subtract 65 and 1/4 minus 3/4 in the same vertical format. To subtract our fractions, we do need common denominators, and we have that. However, we cannot subtract 3 from 1. So we need to borrow a whole unit from 65. So borrowing a whole unit, this will become 64. And this one whole unit will become 4/4. So combining this with 65 and 1/4, really this problem will be 64, 4/4, and another 1/4 will become 5/4 minus 3/4. Subtracting now, 5/4 minus 3/4 with common denominators will become 2/4. So the value is now at 64 and 2/4, but again 2/4 can be reduced by a factor of 2. So 2 divides into 2 once and into 4 twice. So really the value would be 64 and 1/2. So our final result is 64 and 1/2. This represents the value of the stock after the second day. So our final answer is the value of the stock is $64.50. That's our final answer.